Have you ever been told that silence is the ultimate weapon in a noisy world? While silence is powerful, it's just the beginning. There's a strategy that goes beyond silence, a way to communicate, think, and act that brings clarity, influence, and resilience. This is the essence of Stoic philosophy. Stick around, and we'll uncover how this strategy can transform the way you approach life and relationships. If you're ready to elevate your thinking, master your emotions, and gain timeless wisdom, hit the subscribe button and join our community. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video to spread the power of Stoic philosophy. Master emotional detachment. Emotional detachment is not about becoming cold or indifferent to the world around you. Instead, it's about regaining control over your emotions so they don't dictate your decisions or reactions. In Stoicism, this concept is deeply rooted in the belief that we should focus only on what is within our control and let go of what is not. Imagine this. You're in a heated argument, and the other person is trying to provoke you. Most people would instinctively react, raising their voice or getting defensive. But a Stoic sees this differently. They understand that the other person's words and actions are beyond their control. What is within their control is their response. Instead of retaliating, they pause, assess the situation, and respond with calmness and clarity. Mastering emotional detachment allows you to rise above petty conflicts and maintain your inner peace. It doesn't mean ignoring your emotions. It means acknowledging them without letting them take over. For instance, if someone criticizes you unfairly, instead of getting upset, you could see it as an opportunity to evaluate yourself objectively. Is there truth in their words? If yes, use it to improve yourself. If no, dismiss it without letting it ruin your peace. This practice also applies to positive emotions. Stoicism teaches us not to cling too tightly to fleeting moments of joy, because everything in life is temporary. Emotional detachment helps you enjoy the present without the fear of losing it. Ultimately, mastering emotional detachment doesn't isolate you, it frees you. It allows you to remain composed and deliberate in all situations, ensuring that your choices are guided by wisdom, not emotional impulse. It's the cornerstone of any effective strategy, better than silence, because it ensures your mind stays sharp and your actions remain intentional. Listen actively, respond thoughtfully. One of the greatest powers you can cultivate is the ability to truly listen. Most people listen just to respond, often formulating their answers while the other person is still speaking. But Stoic wisdom teaches us to listen actively, to fully absorb what is being said without immediately reacting. When you listen actively, you show respect and build trust. People feel heard and understood, which often diffuses tension and creates a productive environment for dialogue. Take a cue from great leaders and philosophers. They didn't just wait for their turn to speak. Instead, they listened deeply to understand the other person's perspective. Active listening also allows you to gather valuable insights. Instead of reacting emotionally, you can respond thoughtfully and strategically. For example, in a negotiation, silence combined with active listening can reveal more about the other person's priorities and weaknesses than talking ever could. The Stoics believed in being measured and intentional in their speech. Marcus Aurelius himself wrote, "Do not be overheard complaining, not even to yourself." This doesn't mean suppressing your voice. It means ensuring that when you do speak, your words carry weight and reflect thoughtful consideration. When you respond thoughtfully, your words become tools for influence, not weapons of reaction. Thoughtful responses show maturity and emotional intelligence, positioning you as someone who can remain calm and calculated under pressure. So, embrace silence as you listen, and use strategy when you respond. It's not just about keeping quiet. It's about creating a space for clarity and impactful communication. 3. Observe without judgment. The ability to observe without judgment is a skill that transforms how you approach life. When you judge immediately, you close yourself off to deeper understanding. The Stoics believed that our judgments, not the events themselves, cause us distress. Marcus Aurelius advised, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Imagine walking into a room where a heated discussion is taking place. Instead of jumping to conclusions or picking sides, the Stoic approach is to observe neutrally. Notice who is speaking, the tone they use, the emotions at play, and the underlying dynamics. By withholding judgment, you allow yourself to gather facts and understand the situation fully before reacting. This habit also applies to self-judgment. Often, we are our harshest critics, labeling ourselves as failures after a mistake or setback. But a Stoic observes their actions without attaching negative labels. They see errors as opportunities to learn and grow rather than reasons to berate themselves. Observing without judgment also improves relationships. Instead of assuming someone's intentions, try to understand their perspective. Perhaps someone snapped at you because they're having a bad day, not because they're inherently rude. This mindset fosters empathy and helps you respond with compassion rather than hostility. In essence, judgment clouds your vision, while observation sharpens it. When you master this skill, you'll navigate situations with greater clarity, avoid unnecessary conflicts, and make decisions rooted in reality rather than assumptions. It's a strategy that goes beyond silence, giving you a clear advantage in understanding and influencing the world around you. 4. Ask strategic questions. Questions are among the most powerful tools in communication. While silence allows you to observe, asking the right questions opens doors to understanding and influence. A strategic question is not just about gathering information. It's about guiding the conversation and uncovering deeper insights. For instance, instead of reacting to someone's criticism, ask, "What makes you feel that way?" Or, "Can you share more about your perspective?" This approach shifts the focus from confrontation to collaboration. It also signals that you value the other person's thoughts, which can disarm defensiveness and lead to more productive discussions. In Stoicism, strategic questioning aligns with the principle of seeking clarity. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on the purpose and reason behind actions, asking himself questions to ensure he stayed aligned with his values. Similarly, when faced with challenges, asking questions like, "What is within my control?" or "How can I turn this obstacle into an opportunity?" can redirect your energy from frustration to problem solving. By asking strategic questions, you become the driver of conversations rather than a passive participant. It's a subtle yet profound way to exert influence, gain understanding, and maintain control. Far more impactful than simply staying silent. 5. Harness the power of nonverbal communication. Nonverbal cues, body language, facial expressions, and gestures often communicate more than words ever could. The Stoic principle of measured action extends to how you carry yourself. Your posture, eye contact, and calm demeanor can convey confidence, composure, and authority without uttering a single word. Imagine entering a room where tensions are high. A silent but steady gaze, a slight nod, or relaxed shoulders can communicate control and reassurance. On the other hand, crossed arms, fidgeting, or avoiding eye contact might signal discomfort or insecurity. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius emphasize the importance of aligning outward actions with inner values. If you've cultivated a calm mind, let it reflect in your physical presence. A composed posture can inspire trust and respect, while subtle expressions can show empathy and understanding. Mastering nonverbal communication also includes knowing when to use silence to your advantage. A thoughtful pause or a deliberate gaze can be more persuasive than words, making your message linger in the minds of others. This strategy elevates silence into an art form, amplifying your influence in any situation. 6. Cultivate patience. Patience is not just the ability to wait, it's the wisdom to wait strategically. In Stoicism, patience is seen as a virtue that tempers impulsive reactions and allows for thoughtful decision-making. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Time is a sort of river of passing events, and strong is its current. No sooner is a thing brought to sight than it is swept by, and another takes its place." This reminds us that rushing often leads to regret, while patience brings clarity. Consider situations where impatience can ruin opportunities: a rushed decision in a negotiation, an impulsive response to criticism, or an eagerness to speak before fully understanding the context. In each case, patience would have allowed for better outcomes. Cultivating patience doesn't mean inaction. It means waiting for the right moment to act. For example, if you're trying to resolve a conflict, Giving the other person time to cool off before addressing the issue can make the difference between escalation and resolution. Similarly, in professional settings, taking the time to prepare thoroughly before presenting your ideas can significantly increase their impact. Patience also allows you to endure challenges without becoming overwhelmed. Instead of seeing obstacles as immediate problems to fix, view them as part of a longer journey. This mindset aligns with the Stoic belief in focusing on what you can control and letting go of the rest. Ultimately, patience enhances silence, turning it into a powerful strategy that fosters wisdom, resilience, and clarity in all aspects of life. 7. Practice self-awareness. Self-awareness is the cornerstone of personal growth and resilience. It's the ability to understand your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors without letting them control you. In Stoicism, self-awareness is central to mastering the self. Marcus Aurelius famously wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Practicing self-awareness starts with regular reflection. Take time each day to evaluate your actions and emotions. Ask yourself, why did I react that way? Or did my actions align with my values today? This daily audit helps you identify patterns, whether they're productive or need change. Self-awareness also involves recognizing triggers, situations, people, or thoughts that provoke negative emotions. By identifying these triggers, you can prepare for them. For instance, if you know certain conversations tend to upset you, you can approach them with a calm mindset, reducing the likelihood of overreacting. The Stoics believe that self-awareness enables you to remain grounded in the present moment. When you're fully aware of your inner state, you're less likely to be swept away by external chaos. This clarity allows you to respond thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively, making your presence feel powerful and composed. Silence, when paired with self-awareness, becomes a transformative tool. It allows you to pause, reflect, and act in ways that reflect wisdom and strength, elevating your influence in both personal and professional interactions. 8. Embrace the art of delayed gratification. In a world obsessed with instant results, the ability to delay gratification is a rare but powerful skill. Stoicism teaches that true fulfillment comes from discipline and self-control, not fleeting pleasures. Epictetus said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." Delayed gratification aligns with this philosophy, as it frees you from the traps of impulsive desires. For example, successful individuals often forego immediate rewards to achieve long-term goals. A Stoic might skip unnecessary luxuries to save for something meaningful or choose to invest time in building skills rather than seeking instant validation. By prioritizing the future over the present, you build a life of enduring value and satisfaction. Delayed gratification also strengthens your character. Every time you resist the urge to indulge in short-term temptations, you reinforce your willpower and discipline. Over time, this creates a positive feedback loop, making it easier to pursue goals that require sustained effort. Imagine this in practice. Instead of reacting to an argument, you take a step back, think about the bigger picture, and choose a response that aligns with your long-term relationships. Or, rather than spending impulsively, you save for something that truly enhances your life. The art of delayed gratification is a strategy far superior to silence. It's about taking control of your impulses and channeling your energy toward goals that bring lasting fulfillment. By mastering this habit, you cultivate inner strength, focus, and a sense of purpose that sets you apart from the crowd. 9. Detach from the need for validation. The need for validation is a trap that ties your worth to the opinions of others. Stoicism emphasizes finding strength within yourself rather than relying on external praise. Marcus Aurelius advised, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." Detaching from validation means recognizing that your value isn't determined by what others think. Instead of seeking approval, focus on living in alignment with your principles. Ask yourself, am I acting according to my values and goals? If the answer is yes, external opinions become irrelevant. This mindset doesn't mean disregarding constructive feedback. It means not letting criticism or praise dictate your self-worth. For instance, if someone criticizes your work, you can calmly evaluate whether the feedback is useful without letting it shake your confidence. Similarly, excessive praise shouldn't inflate your ego, but remind you to stay grounded and committed to your path. By detaching from validation, you free yourself from the exhausting cycle of trying to please everyone. This inner freedom gives you the confidence to take bold actions and make decisions without fear of judgment. In silence, this detachment is even more powerful. It allows you to reflect, grow, and act without the noise of external opinions influencing your course. 10. Focus on what you can control. One of the most liberating principles of Stoicism is the focus on what you can control. Epictetus taught, there is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will. By redirecting your energy toward what you can influence, you conserve your mental and emotional resources for meaningful action. Life is full of situations beyond your control, other people's behavior, market fluctuations, or unexpected obstacles. Worrying about these things only creates stress and frustration. Instead, focus on what you can control, your thoughts, actions, and responses. For example, you can't control how someone treats you, but you can control how you respond to them. This principle is especially relevant in high-pressure situations. If you're preparing for an important presentation, instead of obsessing over the audience's reaction, focus on crafting your message and delivering it confidently. By doing so, you shift your energy toward actions that increase your likelihood of success. Focusing on what you can control also helps you stay calm during crises. When you stop resisting what's beyond your influence, you can approach challenges with clarity and purpose. This mindset turns silence into a strength, as it allows you to remain composed and deliberate, even in the face of chaos. Ultimately, this practice leads to a more balanced and fulfilling life. By mastering this habit, you not only enhance your personal resilience, but also inspire others with your ability to navigate life's uncertainties with grace and wisdom. 11. Respond, don't react. Reactions are instant, emotional, and often unfiltered, while responses are thoughtful, measured, and intentional. Stoicism teaches the importance of creating a gap between stimulus and action, allowing you to respond rather than react. As Seneca said, most powerful is he who has himself in his own power. When you react impulsively, you often regret your actions later. An angry outburst, a hasty decision, or an emotional email. In contrast, a response is rooted in self-control and awareness. For example, if someone criticizes you harshly, your reaction might be to defend yourself aggressively. However, a Stoic response might be to pause, evaluate whether the criticism is valid, and address it calmly, or let it go if it's baseless. Practicing this habit requires mindfulness. Train yourself to pause and breathe when faced with emotionally charged situations. This brief moment of silence gives you the space to choose your next move wisely. Over time, responding rather than reacting becomes second nature, strengthening your relationships and preserving your mental peace. This approach makes you appear composed and confident, traits that are universally admired. By mastering this habit, you elevate your presence, ensuring your actions reflect your values rather than fleeting emotions. 12. Prioritize inner peace. Inner peace is not the absence of challenges, but the ability to remain calm amidst them. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Inner peace is cultivated by focusing on your values and letting go of things you can't control. To prioritize inner peace, create daily habits that center your mind. This could be meditation, journaling, or simply spending time in nature. These practices help you detach from external noise and reconnect with your inner self. In practice, this means refusing to let external chaos disrupt your calm. Whether it's a stressful deadline, a rude comment, or an unexpected setback, ask yourself, will this matter a year from now? This perspective helps you maintain equilibrium, allowing you to respond with clarity rather than stress. Prioritizing inner peace also means setting boundaries. Learn to say no to unnecessary commitments and protect your mental space. By doing so, You create room for the things that truly matter, enriching your life with purpose and contentment. Silence is a powerful ally in maintaining inner peace. It allows you to retreat inward, reflect, and find clarity before facing the world again. This habit not only strengthens your emotional resilience, but also inspires others to find calm in their own lives. 13. Lead by example. Actions speak louder than words, and leading by example is a silent yet potent way to influence others. Stoicism emphasizes living your principles rather than preaching them. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be." Be one. Leading by example starts with consistency. If you value honesty, practice it in every aspect of your life. If you believe in kindness, extend it to everyone, not just those who treat you well. People notice actions far more than they listen to advice. This principle applies to all areas of life. As a leader, you inspire trust by showing rather than telling. As a friend or family member, you become a source of strength by demonstrating resilience and integrity. For instance, instead of lecturing someone about patience, show it through your calm demeanor during a challenging situation. The beauty of leading by example lies in its quiet influence. You don't need to demand respect or attention. Your actions naturally draw it. This aligns with the Stoic ideal of living virtuously, not for recognition but because it's the right thing to do. By embodying the values you wish to see in others, you not only elevate yourself, but also create a ripple effect that inspires those around you. Silence enhances this habit, as it allows your actions to speak louder and resonate deeper than any words could. 14. Embrace minimalism. Stoicism teaches that happiness is not found in excess, but in simplicity. As Epictetus said, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Embracing minimalism helps you focus on what truly matters and frees you from the burdens of materialism. Minimalism begins by identifying what adds value to your life and letting go of the rest. This doesn't mean you must live with the bare essentials. It's about decluttering your physical, mental, and emotional space. For instance, consider how much time and energy are consumed by maintaining possessions you rarely use. Simplifying your environment reduces stress and increases focus. In practice, minimalism also applies to relationships, commitments, and even thoughts. Instead of trying to maintain countless superficial connections, focus on a few meaningful ones. Similarly, rather than overloading your schedule, prioritize activities that align with your goals and values. Silence complements minimalism by creating space for introspection and clarity. When you strip away unnecessary distractions, you discover a deeper appreciation for life's simple joys. By embracing minimalism, you cultivate a sense of freedom, allowing you to live intentionally and authentically. 15. Cultivate gratitude. Gratitude is a transformative practice that shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Do not indulge in dreams of having what you have not, but reckon up the chief of the blessings you do possess." Gratitude is a cornerstone of Stoic contentment. Cultivating gratitude starts with daily reflection. Take a moment each day to acknowledge 3 things you're grateful for, big or small. It could be a supportive friend, a personal achievement, or even the simple pleasure of a good meal. This practice rewires your brain to notice the positive aspects of life, fostering a sense of abundance. Gratitude also helps you navigate challenges. Instead of dwelling on hardships, reflect on the lessons they teach or the strength they help you build. For example, a difficult project at work might be frustrating, but it could also be an opportunity to grow and showcase your skills. This mindset enhances your relationships as well. Expressing gratitude to others strengthens bonds and spreads positivity. A heartfelt thank you can make a significant impact on someone's day. Silence amplifies gratitude by giving you space to reflect on your blessings without distractions. Through gratitude, you not only find joy in the present moment but also build resilience and perspective for the future. 16. Seek solitude. Solitude is a gift in a world filled with constant noise and demands. For the Stoics, solitude was a vital practice for self-reflection and renewal. As Seneca wrote, "It is in times of security that the spirit should be preparing itself to face difficult times. Seeking solitude doesn't mean isolating yourself from others. It means creating intentional moments to be alone with your thoughts. These moments allow you to recharge, gain clarity, and connect with your inner self. Whether it's a quiet walk, meditating, or simply sitting in silence, solitude helps you tune out external distractions and focus on what truly matters. In solitude, you can evaluate your goals, assess your emotions, and realign with your values. For example, if you're facing a tough decision, stepping away from the chaos of daily life can help you think more clearly. Solitude also enhances creativity, as it gives your mind the freedom to wander and explore new ideas. This practice doesn't just benefit you, it improves your interactions with others. By taking time to recharge, you bring a more centered and thoughtful version of yourself to your relationships. Silence is an essential part of solitude, as it fosters introspection and inner peace, making you more effective in your personal and professional life. 17. Practice detachment. Detachment is the ability to let go of things that do not serve your higher purpose. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself to view life as fleeting, writing, "Receive without pride, let go without attachment." This principle doesn't mean indifference. It means valuing things appropriately and not becoming enslaved by them. Detachment applies to possessions, relationships, and even outcomes. For example, you can strive for success without clinging to the need for a specific result. When you're attached to a particular outcome, you may feel anxious or frustrated if things don't go as planned. Practicing detachment allows you to work diligently while accepting whatever happens with grace. This habit also helps you cope with loss and change. By understanding that nothing in life is permanent, you free yourself from unnecessary suffering. Detachment encourages you to appreciate the present moment without fearing its eventual end. In practice, detachment requires mindfulness and self-awareness. When you notice yourself becoming overly attached, pause and reflect on whether that attachment aligns with your values. Silence strengthens this process by providing the mental space to reassess your priorities. By embracing detachment, you develop resilience and a calm demeanor, enabling you to navigate life's ups and downs with confidence and poise. 18. Avoid gossip. Gossiping is not only unproductive, but also harmful to your character. Stoicism emphasizes integrity and the power of words, with Epictetus advising, "Keep silent unless you have something meaningful to say." Avoiding gossip shows respect for others and protects your reputation. Gossip often stems from insecurity or boredom, and engaging in it can erode trust and create unnecessary conflict. Instead of speaking ill of others, focus on uplifting conversations or meaningful discussions. For example, if a colleague makes a mistake, resist the urge to spread rumors about them. Instead, offer support or constructive feedback directly to them if appropriate. Avoiding gossip also means setting boundaries with those who engage in it. Politely steer conversations toward more positive or neutral topics, showing that you value integrity over fleeting entertainment. Silence plays a vital role here, as it allows you to filter your words and ensure they align with your values. By refraining from gossip, you not only cultivate trustworthiness, but also set an example for others, elevating the tone of your social interactions. 19. Cultivate resilience. Resilience is the ability to adapt and thrive in the face of challenges, a core tenet of Stoicism. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Difficulties are not obstacles, but opportunities for growth. Building resilience begins with shifting your mindset. Instead of viewing setbacks as failures, see them as lessons. For instance, if you face a career setback, ask yourself what you can learn from the experience and how you can improve. This approach transforms adversity into a stepping stone for success. Resilience also involves managing your emotions. Instead of allowing frustration or fear to consume you, practice self-control and focus on actionable steps. For example, if a personal relationship ends, take time to process your emotions, but also reflect on what you've gained from the experience and how you can move forward stronger. Silence enhances resilience by providing the space to process your thoughts and emotions. In quiet moments, you can reflect on your challenges, find clarity, and plan your next move. Resilience is not just about enduring hardships, but about emerging from them wiser and more determined. 20. Focus on virtue. Virtue is at the heart of Stoic philosophy. It means living in alignment with your highest values and striving to be your best self. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." Focusing on virtue means making choices based on principles rather than convenience. For example, if you're tempted to cut corners at work, remind yourself of the value of integrity. Doing the right thing, even when it's difficult, builds character and earns respect. Virtue also guides how you treat others. Practice kindness, fairness, and patience, even when faced with negativity. For instance, if someone is rude to you, respond with understanding rather than retaliation. This not only diffuses conflict but also reflects your commitment to being a person of virtue. Living virtuously requires self-awareness and reflection. Regularly evaluate your actions and ask yourself whether they align with your values. Silence aids this process by allowing you to pause and think before acting, ensuring your decisions are thoughtful and intentional. By prioritizing virtue, you create a life of meaning and purpose, inspiring those around you to do the same. This focus on what truly matters helps you navigate life with clarity and strength. Silence is a powerful starting point, but true mastery lies in using silence as a foundation for growth and transformation. By embracing the principles of Stoicism, you learn not only to value quietude but to act with purpose, wisdom, and integrity. Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca taught us that life's challenges are not meant to be avoided but embraced as opportunities for growth. Whether through practicing resilience, focusing on virtue, or seeking solitude, each habit builds on silence, transforming it into a strategy for strength and clarity. The journey doesn't end with being silent. It begins there. Silence creates the space for self-reflection, intentional action, and meaningful connections. It allows you to control your emotions, resist distractions, and focus on what truly matters. In a world that constantly demands your attention, silence becomes your most valuable tool for regaining control over your life. Remember, Stoicism isn't just about enduring life's storms. It's about thriving amidst them. Let silence guide you, but let action define you. Live intentionally, act virtuously, and embody the resilience that Stoic philosophy champions. And as you embark on this journey, don't forget to share the wisdom. Like, comment, and subscribe to continue exploring the timeless teachings of Stoic philosophy. Together, let's build a community that values growth, wisdom, and the power of a life well lived.